Lord God Almighty, we thank you for this assembly. Thank you for arranging this program where we past students can interact with present students so that they are urged to work harder, so that we serve as role models for them. Dear Lord, we thank you for making us so. Thank you for even the hard way we passed through this institution, so that today we can stand boastfully to say that it is you, the Lord, who has made us who we are today.
We have in our midst our valiant lady and gentlemen of Sutesco who have taken time off their heavy schedules just to share their experiences with us. I wish to reiterate that both staff and students of this great institution are so much grateful to sons and daughters of Sutesco who are helping to make Sutesco a habitable place. This empowerment program is the brainchild of the 1976 year group to motivate students academically. I will say this program at this time is really God sent.
It is not how often you fall down that matters in life. It is how often you get up. And that is Kevin Miles who said that. He said it's not how often you fall. You can fall several times. The big issue is about not falling down. But the most important thing is about getting up. You are only as good as you allow yourself to be. You are only as good as you allow yourself to be. Allow yourself to be great and embrace that greatness in you. Be your biggest competitor. You know, you don't need to compete with other people. The best person you need to compete is with yourself. You have no right to fail. You have no permission to bow out of this global competition of excellence.
So we have here 4 Abenfo and 1 Abenfo. Mickey, tell us about yourself. Where are you from? Where were you born?
My name is Kingsley Mickey Ayi. It's not Kingsley Mickey Ayi, it's Kingsley Mickey Ayi. I'm from Jamestown, British Accra. I attended Sutesco and completed in 76. Then from there, I proceeded to Abenfo Secondary School to do my 6th form. Our time, it was O-level and A-level. So I went to Abenfo Secondary School to do my A-level. I completed my A-level in 76, and then went to University of Ghana, where I read physics, mathematics, and geology. And thereafter I left. I went to University of Science and Technology and stayed in one of the best halls in Ghana. That was Unity Hall. And there I read biochemistry. Thereafter I went to the Soviet Union, where I met the IGP again. We were in the same town called Kharkov, and there I did veterinary medicine. I've worked in 6 regions of Ghana, and presently I'm the Chief Veterinary Officer of Ghana.
Went through Sutesco, and it's one of schools that I enjoyed very, very, very well. From Sutesco, why am I so? Because from Sutesco I went to ME school for my 6th form, to whom that's for Penny Secondary School. Earlier on, our brothers, whom Kufodia Sector had gone to beat Penny Secondary students in their home ground, on their home ground. So when I went to Opas, and the senior headmaster, who happened to be the then sports master, heard that I was from Sutesco. He looked straight in my eye. He didn't ask me any question. Then I told him that Master, I'm in Kaho.
Okay, so I'm from Edukrom in the Eastern region, and I moved to Sohom with my father, who was a banker when that was 2000 and 3 or 4, I'm not sure. Yes, so I came to Sutesco because my father had been transferred here, and then I came to Sutesco. I studied business, and I was also the library prefect then.
She was a library prefect, okay.
From Sutesco, I went to Accra Polytechnic to study accounting because I studied business here, and I actually wanted to end up in a bank like my dad. Second year tertiary, I decided to start my own business because I was very passionate about creating. So I branched out, but I still completed my accountancy neither. So yeah, so that's how I started my own business, continued to build a global fashion brand, and somewhere along the line I also did communications, and then I started lecturing as well.
Yeah, I actually started schooling from Accra Academy as a day student. And when my father happens to be transferred out of town, I had to relocate. And at the time, my auntie's husband came to teach over here, and he arranged for me to join my colleagues in Form 3 into the boarding house. That is how I got here. But I've never regretted being here. And after here, I went back to Accra, later to the School of Journalism. From then, joined the Ghana Police. Over the years, I went back to KNUST, did a degree in social science, whilst I was still a police officer. And in 2006, I enrolled for Masters in Journalism at the Ghana Institute of Journalism with an MA in journalism.
Okay. I was born in Adabraka. I'm one of the old guys of 76 Sutesco. From there, I went to Presec for my 6th form, and then ended up in Romania to do medicine. After I finished, I decided to do a thing or two in London, and then came back to Ghana in '87. And since then, I've been working in Ghana. I've worked in several places, and currently, well, I went into public health because I thought there were too many diseases coming on admission which could have been prevented. And so I've been in public health until I retired just about a year and a half ago.
Me, for instance, I'm a final year student. I never knew what I was going to do when I completed school. But from this program, I'll be able to know that I can pursue different courses in life. From the speakers, from those who spoke, one of them said that when you keep on looking down, you always see your shoe, and you keep on admiring your shoe. You will never get to know what is up, and it is likely that maybe your shoe is not even nice. So from this quote, you should always know where you are going. You should keep on knowing what you want to do.
With this program, I found that it was very educative and inspiring, and I learned a lot from this program. And I've even acquired certain role models, certain people that will guide me to make better decisions. We also offer their numbers so that when we face any problem, any challenges, in whatever we do, we come to them, we ask for their guidance and counsel.
And I think this program has been of great help to us because it's going to empower us. Today, I feel motivated because it has motivated me to come high when I fall down. Especially some students think that when they fall down, they can't rise again. But with this program, especially with a motivational speaker, what he told us today, it has motivated a lot of us, especially with the one he said, play now and pay tomorrow, or pay now and play tomorrow. It means that whatever circumstances we face today, we are going to benefit in the future. And when we work hard, we are going to achieve whatever that we want. So this program has been of great help to us, and it has made a good impact on our life, especially the ministers and other directives who came to motivate us and tell us something about their story.
All about this student empowerment, I seem to be one of the best programs ever organized in the school. because it has taught us so many things. That in life, it's not all about learning. As you are learning, you have to be disciplined also. You have to think for your future. You have to plan ahead.
That they have done so many things for us. They've taught us so many things. They've empowered us and given us knowledge on what to do in the future.
In fact, this program has been very helpful. The students have been really directed because initially they didn't know what they are about. Some come from the various houses without any guide, without any coach. And then when they come, they don't know their left and right. Even sometimes the subjects that they are studying, they don't know the prospects of the subjects that they are studying. In fact, this program has really thrown light on the subjects that each student is studying in the school.
What I learned from the program was that you might have a failing aspect of life, but if you put yourself together and tell yourself that you can make it.
And I would like to say to the 76-year group that they've had really done a lot to us. They've impressed all the student body. And I think this will serve as a motivational talk to all the students so that we think we have nowhere to go after school. We now know our stand when we are done with secondary school. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And then to the 76-year group, I say I go to them. I say God will bless them for the impact they are having on our lives.
The 76-year group too, we thank them very much for the effort they put in. This is the second time they are coming here. They've done very well.